Hello, and welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, welcome. We are so happy to have you. Now, have you ever heard that everybody just reads so much faster on their Kindle? It's like this little gremlin that gets inside, and I think it's because you can change the font size that you just fly through books. You speed read, you read so much faster on a Kindle than you do on a physical book. That's the word going around town. That's the buzz on the streets. But I figured today I'm going to put it to the test. So, you want to talk about books? Let's talk about books. So here's the deal. I have the physical book of Shield of Sparrows. I also have it on my Kindle. And we're going to go through and we're going to read 1 hour of my physical book and see how many pages I read in that hour. And then we're going to pick right up and read 1 hour on my Kindle and see how many pages I read on my Kindle and see how many pages we get done on both. Now, I have checked and the Kindle does go through and if it says page 1 and you tap 3 times because of your font size and it still says page 1, it is accurate. So page, that's what we're basing it off of. If you have any different information, let me know. But I've done my research on this and I think that's going to be the most accurate way to do this is page number we start and end, page number we start and end. We got the same book, we're reading both places. Now, the font on my Kindle that I prefer to read at, I always read in dark mode, and I usually have it at a size 6 with the least amount of margins possible. That is how my Kindle is set up. Obviously it would vary for everybody, but I think that's what makes reading on here faster is the fact that everybody can customize their text and fonts and sizes and things like that. I do also just use the standard font. I don't have anything special installed on it. So that's what we're gonna do today. But first, we gotta get a fun little beverage. We gotta get a cozy little spot to sit in. We probably need a puppy to snuggle, don't you think? I think so. So let's go get it set up and let's get started. I've got my snuggly puppy. I got my little drinky, and the dust jacket is off the book. We are going to start on the physical book, and full transparency, I did already start my reread of this on the audiobook, but I only got to chapter 13, and that's not very far into this. So we're going to be starting on chapter 13, and let's get an hour on the clock, and let's get rolling. Okay, so chapter 13 starts us on page 103. So our starting point, 103, and we have 1 hour on the timer starting now. So, switching over to the Kindle, and here's the thing that I did not take into consideration, but I think we will be just fine. I, in my physical book, am on page 163, but the spot in my Kindle in which this is the same is page 206. But I think it just has to do with some front page stuff that got added. So one page is still one page. It started on 206 because we had a little bit left, and then for 207 was the entirety of that page, and we hit 208 when we hit the end of this page here. So it is still page for page. It's just we may have one page off is basically what I'm saying here. So we should still be fine to basically make this as even as possible. I had heard that there was some weird stuff on the Kindle, but then I didn't really think about it, to be honest, because I thought it was just certain books. And I also know that Kindle does the location that's an entirely different number. So I was okay, we're gonna try and we're just gonna see what happens. So back to our original plan, 1 hour on the Kindle, and that should be completely doable because we are still at the same point. So we are starting on page 207 on the Kindle, 1 hour on the clock, starting now. our next hour is up. And on the Kindle, it says we made it to page 310. If we read over 100 pages, I would be really surprised about that. So let's compare where we're at with the physical book and do a little cross comparison. So we started at 163. So I made it to here, and that is on page 246. So I'm gonna use my phone to do some math. I read 83 pages. So it is, these page numbers are different on the Kindle, which is really interesting. Probably part of the reason why you think you're reading faster is because the Kindle pages are so like shorter. But we made it to 263, 246. I started on 163. 246, numbers are hard. And that's 83 pages. So I still read faster on the Kindle for an hour's worth of reading. I'm just saying that like there's a little gremlin in this little device that just helps you read faster. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's like I read in dark mode. I don't know if the dark mode is helping. I don't know if it's my font size, because this book does have fairly small font. I don't know if it's like just the act of tapping the screen just helps you kind of like keep pace a little bit better. The world may never know. But as far as this challenge goes, the Kindle book is faster. Now, the font in this book is fairly small font. So if you like this, let me know down in the comments, and we can do it again with like a romance book or something that's really light, fluffy, like a really quick read in the physical book anyway. Would that make a difference, or would it just be even faster on here? Or maybe we like 100 pages, 2 chapters, something like that. Which is faster to get through chapters? You let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see. And there we have it. 2 hours read, 83 pages on the Kindle, 60 in the physical book, 140 pages, is my math correct? 140-ish pages in 2 hours. Not too shabby. I'll take that reading pace. So I'm going to sit and keep reading. But you know what to do. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, follow, do all the little things down below. Click all the little buttons. Leave me a comment so you don't miss the next one. Make sure you ring the little bell and do all the little buttons. I thank you so much for watching this video. And as always, I will see you next time. Bye.